The Dragon presents Wiki World Champion of Match Masters. Match Masters is brought to you in part by the World Championship. Rusty versus Lee. Already we do see Lee using Foxy Roxy and the Mad Scientist by Rusty. Rusty favored to win. Lee takes the first center stage and gonna be using the checkerboard right away, getting one of the two colors necessary to multiply and send those insane multipliers up into the double digits. Already at times of 5 is Lee coming right out of the gate. The British boxer is really teaching us how to play Foxy Roxy in the multiplier. Two different colors in her favor. That's orange and yellow. Already at times 6. Will the Mad Scientist play of Rusty be enabled to catch on up? Not gonna get any of his colors in the checkerboard assault, so gonna be using this to gather up those reds and fire up his booster. Not gonna have a whole lot of luck, however, he's grabbing those reds, so it's gonna be, so far, a GG in the favor of the British boxer Lee. But Rusty hails from Great Britain as well. Here's Foxy Roxy with an extra move right away. Already activating that booster, getting the cans of spray paint right out there. It's already go time for Lee as she decides to use it on the red. Oh, a bit of a blunder there, but the best move possible. Another checkerboard. Wacky. The perks refill every time, but not gonna get her colors this time and gonna destroy the lot of it very quickly and use her scarab on the blues. Still not gonna have a whole lot of luck there. Gonna use the can of spray paint to get multiply up to times 7, still missing the double digits necessary for victory. Gonna be a chance for our hero Rusty, the greatest in the world, to come back, but not gonna grab that checkerboard with a whole lot of luck either, is he? However, not getting nor purple or green here. And he's still sitting at times 1, so outlook not so good for our hero Rusty. He may be the world champion, dominating everybody, but Lee making the comeback here and Foxy Roxying her way towards victory. Alright, times 3, so not so bad for Rusty. Still has that scarab in the bank. Gonna choose to go for the breads. Not a bad move, but not going to increase his multiplier as much as he perhaps would like it to do. Alright, still at the 300 mark, while Lee sits comfortably in the 600 range. The Mad Scientist makes his appearance, but the Mad Scientist much more devastating in where the colors are each worth different scores. Still gonna get the extra move there, and look at the multipliers jumping up to number 7 and quickly catching on up and then unleashing a hail of fury from the Mad Scientist. And getting his colors there, but yellow not on the list of colors that increase his multiplier. Still a very close game as now the world champion Rusty takes the lead from Lee, but it's all down to the 3rd round here in the Wiki World Championship of Match Masters. Who will win? Here comes Lee out of the gate with a Foxy Roxy, and 2 cans of spray paint aren't going to give her much set of options. However, only going to be able to get red with the cans of spray paint. Still gonna double down on this and explode that lighting, and still half the clock down. The checkerboard does grab her the possibility of increasing her multiplier quite a bit as she reaches times 10 and makes the catch up and pulls into the lead. However, it's gonna be much more of a lead needed as the multiplier of her opponent sits very high. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the clock down to 8 seconds, and we have a bit of a multiplier, but only 600 points points. In the lead is she, and this could quickly be Girls Generation G in the favor of Rusty. But look at her go as she snaps off another Foxy Roxy, more cans of spray paint, and there it is, the Blues unable to get her. Yet another Foxy Roxy. Foxy Roxy makes the appearance, spray paints all over the place, and there's the extra move in order to give her yet another Foxy Roxy, and she's gotten 4 times the amount of points than her opponent. But the time is up, and it's time for Rusty to make his play. And what will he do? He snaps off a mad scientist to begin it all. He does have the checkerboard, he does have the scarab, but he's got quite a deficit to overcome here in the Wiki World Championship of Matchmasters. Paid for and sponsored by the Truglord. Meanwhile, the 2,000 mark has been reached. 2 moves and a whole lot of time left. Here it is, the checkerboard, and he gets the purple. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. You can take the big W win down to the bank as his multiplier exceeds 14 and quickly overtakes his opponent. Or does he? He snaps off another mad scientist, but it could be a little too late as the entire World Championship devolves into the few moves of Rusty. Will he be able to make the comeback? No! It's all over in the favor of Lee. Lee taking her first victory versus Rusty, showing her Foxy Roxy's true potential. Wiki World Champion of Matchmasters, paid for and sponsored by the Truglord.